How's it going, guys? Zoro fanboy reactions here. And when it comes to really riling up the One Piece fandom, there are very few topics that really get the butt cheeks clenched to a proper level of frustration more than a discussion about Zoro and who he's gonna fight during a particular arc. I mean, that really gets a good portion of the fandom just angry and frustrated and gets their debate boners raging. Especially when it comes to some of the more extreme members of our beautiful community we have here on YouTube. And, you know, this video, I kind of dreaded making it. I didn't necessarily want to. This topic of Zoro killing Kaido is incredibly toxic, if I'm being honest. Especially when it comes to the YouTube comment section sometimes. Twitter, Reddit, places like this. It's a battle. It's a minefield of just disappointment, okay? That you just step on and you come across a tweet from someone you respect, just like, why? Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to me? Why do I have to witness this? But anyway, rant aside, Zoro killing Kaido has a lot of different heated opinions, okay? And I wanted to give my personal opinion, especially as a Zoro fan. Obviously, my name is Zoro Fanboy. I am biased when it comes to Zoro. I want to see my man succeed. I wanted to see him get the best opportunities possible to get his legacy, you know what I'm saying, as high as it can, beat the best opponent he can. But I have to say that many of my fellow Zoro fans are disappointing me. Yes. Not because some of you believe that Zoro will kill Kaido. I'm of the same mind, or at least I'm of the mind that Zoro fighting Kaido and injuring Kaido, potentially killing him, there's a lot of good, reasonable evidence to support that theory. There is. The problem I have with a certain member of the fandom that I call brethren, Zoro fanboy brethren, is their messaging. Their tactics. It's all over the place. It's here, it's there. What are you doing? They are setting themselves up for failure, ladies and gentlemen. Setting themselves up for failure by saying it's basically Zoro kills Kaido or bust. Zoro kills Kaido or we riot. Which I think is a massive mistake. Because number one, you're setting yourself up, you're setting the bar way high, that if you don't reach, you're gonna be disappointed, and it's gonna give the opportunity of the people who are looking for a reason to slander Zoro, to say that, oh, he didn't do it. Even if Zoro does something fantastic, it still wouldn't be enough because of the expectations that certain people are putting on this arc, and that's unfair. That is unfair. Now let me say to the people out there who understand where I'm coming from. You don't have to, no matter what happens, okay? Let me just say, as one Zoro fan to another, we're gonna be eating good, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be eating good. Us Zoro fans, even if he doesn't kill Kaido, this is gonna be a good arc for us. Oh, it's gonna be a fantastic arc for us. You just know it. You just know it. You got King on the menu, possibly Queen. Sure. You know, Kaido's the filet mignon, bro. I'll take a ribeye. I'll take a New York strip. I'll take it. I'll take it. Shoot, I will take it. And I would be happy for it. See, the problem I mainly have with this group of individuals that purport themselves to be Zoro fans is their packaging, their messaging. I'm just trying to be the PR representative for the Zoro community. My resume is long and it is impressive. I would like to think I've earned my stripes here on the tubes, and I think that I can help some of you get your messaging right. Because quite honestly, it's not working right now, guys. It's not working right now. It's not. You're giving the haters out there too much ammunition by setting yourself up for failure like this. It's just, it's hard to watch as a fan. It's hard to watch as a Zoro fan, okay? Now, initially, did not want to make this video. I really didn't. But thankfully, I was motivated by a very great YouTuber, a good friend, JD Legend. He made a fantastic video talking about this very topic of Zoro killing Kaido. And normally, he's of the Sanji side. He's one of the others. He's not a member of our... No, I'm kidding. He's a big Sanji fan, is my point. But he did a fantastic job and an incredible theory video, and I think you should all check it out. Link in the description. It got me motivated to make this video. And I was really impressed because it showed me like, okay, we can go across lines and we can, you know, kind of like, what was it, Kylie Jenner in the Pepsi commercial? We can bring everybody together, man. The Sanji fans, the Zoro fans, we don't have to be at odds with each other. We don't have to be at odds with each other. It doesn't have to be this way. It really does not have to be this way. And I'd like to think that most fans of One Piece aren't like the agenda pushers, the unmoving, unbent stands out there that will defend their side no matter what the situation is. Will never admit fault for their characters that they prefer. Look, I'll admit I'm biased, but come on. You gotta have a limit, boys. You gotta have a limit, boys and girls, because it's not fun to read One Piece like that. You can't do it. So this video is gonna go out to all the people out there that can respect and like both characters, or even if you're not a Sanji fan or a Zoro fan, whatever the case may be, as long as you are interested in the way that the story is going and where it could possibly go. That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's all I'm trying to do. So let me put this question out there to everyone that's listening right now in the chat, and I want to see your answers before, you know, don't skip ahead. I want to see your answers. I really, really do. So my question to everyone in the chat is Zoro killing Kaido? Is Zoro killing Kaido the best thing for Zoro's character going forward? Or the best thing as a Zoro fan going forward? Feel free to pause the video and place your answers in the chat. But before you do, maybe just consider this. Consider this, my friends. Consider this. I think, I'm of the mind that it's not necessarily. I know, I can hear the screams. What are you talking about, sir? Of course it is. Kaido needs to die. Look. Sit with me for a moment and let me explain. If Zoro does in fact fight Kaido, unless you're one of the few people who believe he's going to fight against Kaido solo, and yes, those people really do exist. I had one on Twitter tell me this today, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind that Zoro's fighting Kaido solo, according to this person. I was like, yo, rein it in a little bit. You're making my job as a Zoro fan harder, because we're in the same boat together. You're making me look bad. Like, if we're in the same boat, you're the dude who's like naked, who's just pissing off the side of the boat while singing sailor songs, and I'm trying to row this bitch, and you're just pissing off the side of the boat. Can you stop pissing off the side of the boat and help me? Help me! Help me! There are people like that, and I'm trying to rein some people in, because this is ridiculous, okay? So I'm of the mind Kaido being taken down or killed by Zoro isn't necessarily the best thing for Zoro. If Zoro's fighting against Kaido, that means that it's gonna be Zoro, probably Luffy, probably Kid, at the very least those three. At the very least case scenario, it's those three. Then you got possibly Killer, Drake, Hawkins is gonna turn possibly, maybe, Apu, Nekomamushi, Inarashi, everybody in the scabbards. So what does that mean? If Zoro's fighting his fight against Kaido, and that's his fight for the entirety of the arc, and there's no guarantee that would be his only fight, but if that is his only fight in the entirety of the arc, he's sharing the spotlight with like 10 other dudes. That's not gonna work. That takes away from Zoro's achievement if he does even kill Kaido when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? That's like me, you know, taking 20 of my friends, and we go outside Mike Tyson's house, and we when Mike Tyson isn't looking, we just fuck Mike Tyson like, yeah, Mike Tyson would take out probably 10 of us, but we get him eventually with 20 people. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. But at the end of the day, would I be proud? Like, I took down Mike Tyson. Like, I land the last blow, I kick him in the face while he's down. Like, are you proud to gang up on someone like that? Does it really, like, increase your reputation? Maybe a little, but not really that much. I would much rather prefer Zoro have his own fight, his one-on-one, spotlight just on him, nobody else, only onlookers appreciating his greatness. Fight against King, fight against Queen, even Who's Who would be a great fight. Alright, a little disappointing, sure, but I'd take Who's Who. He's no slouch. So when you have to really ask yourselves, is Kaido going down really the best thing for Zoro? Maybe. If it's by Zoro's hand, maybe. As fans, is it the best thing? No. Because not only does, Zoro like need help probably to win that fight, but then you get all of the slanderers coming out from the goddamn woodworks, you know what I'm saying, slinking from under the shadows, their gnarled fingertips. Zoro couldn't win on his own. Meh. Zoro needed help to fight. Meh. Zoro snuck attacking. Meh. With their with their shitty opinions coming from the woodworks and undermining, criticizing, and second-guessing that entire thing because Zoro didn't fight by himself. And while I hate to admit it, there would be a sliver of justification in there. A sliver of like, yeah, if you jump someone with 20 people, even if you do land the last hit and it's significant, you still jumped a dude. You still jumped a dude. Can you really take that much credit for it at the end of the day? Like, it's a common thing in the One Piece community nowadays where, Luffy's achievements have asterisks all over them. And it's not just me. A lot of people believe this, and a lot of people think this, because you go down the line of New World One Piece fights when it comes to Luffy, and he's either had help, he's had to have a hostage, he's had to run away, and it's like one of those things where, like, if you can't win on your own, it really hurts your reputation. Right? Because you got like Luffy Katakuri, he needed to kidnap Brule and escape or else he would have died. And Luffy Katakuri had to stab himself, and then Doflamingo, with Doflamingo, Law had to hit him with the gamma knife and injure him beforehand, and then even then he wasn't able to defeat him in Gear 4th, had to run away for 10 minutes with Gats holding him. You know what I'm saying? And Cracker, Nami needed to be there to help him, and it hurts. It hurts when you're not able to win one-on-one, even if you ultimately get the W. And I don't want to see Zoro win because other people were with him. He needs to become the world's greatest swordsman by beating people in samurai duels, in samurai fights, man. Yeah. Samurai fights. You can't call yourself the world's greatest swordsman after jumping a guy with 5 to 10 people. It's like, you know what I mean? Now, that's in terms of my opinion of what I want to happen. I personally don't want Zoro to only focus on Kaido if that's going to be all he gets. I mean, there is still the chance, he, defeats one of the Tobiropo and eventually goes to Kaido and helps, and that's his whole shtick, right? That's fine, whatever, we'll take that. But I'd much rather, if there was a choice between Kaido and single fight, take single fight all the freaking time. And speaking of this, I'll put a poll right there, right now. You should see it pop up. So as of recording this video, nearly 700 votes. The poll says, what fight for Zoro would you rather see in Wano? And I was pleasantly surprised to see most people want to see the King fight over a major role versus Kaido. Then the third place is a Flying Six member and then help with Kaido. And the fourth was other, leaving room for like Queen, or maybe you just fight a Tobiropo and not do anything afterwards, or maybe fight against someone else we're not thinking of. It could be one of those other things. So I was really surprised that my Twitter followers actually voted for King, because you would think, based on how people act on Twitter, the loudest voices in the room, that Kaido getting taken down, Kaido being killed, is the be all end all. But if you ask most One Piece fans, they just want to see Zoro shine. And that spotlight is taken away from him if he has to share it with 5 other people. You know what I mean? And I don't see, for example, Zoro fighting King or Queen and then immediately after that fight going to fight Kaido. That would be absurd. That would be ridiculous. Unless there's some sort of magical healing involved with, like, Marco or Law giving Zoro the invulnerable the surgery or whatever. There's no way that makes any sense that Zoro can go from a what's most likely to be a very high diff, extreme diff fight to then go, oh, now throw him in with Kaido. It's like, whoa there, buddy. No. It doesn't pan out that way, to me at least. But I'm curious what you guys think in terms of what do you think would be the best role for Zoro in this arc. Which fight do you want to see him have, and which fight do you think he's going to have? For me, I want to see him fight against King or Queen, just solo fight. But what I think he's going to do, look, there's plenty of evidence. I'm still considered a member of the ZKK squad because there's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of build-up for this whole Zoro killing Kaido thing, and I would be a fool to dismiss it. Really is a good amount there that you can sink your teeth into to say there's justification here. There is justification here. So it's like, I think Zoro fights Kaido, but I want him to fight King. Oh, do I want him to fight King? Ooh, how good would that be? Or Queen? Or, you know, just someone of respectable strength. That would be cool with me. I would be satisfied, a happy camper, man. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Your preference versus what you think is going to happen. Let me hear that in the chat down below. Also, let me know, guys, what you think of the new beautiful setup. I got a new PC. I've got new lighting, new camera position. I for one, really like how everything looks. It looks cleaner, looks better. I can do things on higher settings. It allows me to have more freedom. And while it cost me a pretty penny, ultimately it was a wonderful purchase, and I hope it improves my videos. Hope you guys like it. If you like the old setup, definitely let me know that as well. And you know, I appreciate all kinds of feedback, man. I really do. So without further ado, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video. I'm curious what you think about this whole Zoro killing Kaido thing, the state of the community. Should Zoro fans lower their expectations to a reasonable level? I don't think that will happen, but they should. I'm not a fool to think that this video is going to change people in that regard. But hey, I'm trying to extend a branch out to the Sanji people, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely check out JD's video, by the way, down in the description box. It was very good. And yeah, guys, like the video. Hit the sub button. Thank you to all the Reverie subs, the new Reverie subs that came after Roger's stream. I hope you enjoy the content on the new channel. Yeah, man, it put me over 2,000. So we're rebuilding from an old channel that was much more successful. But we came, you know, because of copyright stuff, we came and we're starting from the bottom. And I've been really humbled and gracious for all the support with the new channel. It's in a short amount of time, we've gotten over the 2,000 mark, and we're rapidly approaching the 3,000 mark. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. So yeah, man, like I said, without further ado, I'm gonna head off. Like the video, hit that sub button, the bell notification, and check out the Twitch. There's a link down in the description, twitch.tv/ZFB124. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna take off. Have a good one. Stay safe, and peace.